Wickham, will you shoot?
No, sir. I shall suffer Mr. Darcy to let me help pick up the multitude of birds that shall come tumbling from the sky.
The company's gentleman is sufficiently upset, so you must endeavour not to squeal when the muscle is discharged.
Mr. Bingley. Oh, I am glad to see you, sir. In a moment, my husband will send for me. I have not long to say what I must say. We must accept what has occurred, you and I. We must not reproach ourselves for unlived lives. I married Mr. Collins, and it may not be undone. But you, Mr. Bingley, you must cast off this regret. It is your moral duty to be happy, Charles. Marry, and be happy for us both.
All's well, Mr. Collins? The birds are that way.
Oh, yes, yes. No, I was...
Mr. Collins has had the unusual good fortune to shoot a peacock.
That is unusual. One peacock is probably sufficient.
Oh.
Please do not point your gun at me, Mr. Collins. Neither point it at Miss Price.
No, I just...
Whither our host, I wonder?
I neither know nor care.
Charles, that is ungracious.
He is a hypocrite.
Must be loved.
You must not. You must not.
Wherefore must I not? Who is to judge us? I have laboured so long in the service of propriety.
Elizabeth. I am not Elizabeth. The entire world will hate me.
Were that true, Amanda, I would fight the world. You are the one I love.
Will you do something for me? I am having a bit of a strange postmodern moment here.
Is that agreeable?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, please, stay there. If you touch me again, I will be completely unable to say what I want to say. You love me. Which one of me do you love? The one you first met when I was spiky and vulgar and I argued with you all the time, when you looked at me and felt all that abysmal disregard? Or the one I've been recently, simpering and fanning and trying so hard to fit in? Please tell me you've noticed the difference.
I found both incarnations of your character equally disagreeable. And yet I love you, Amanda Price, with all my heart.
Ignore that, please.
I cannot. But when my duties are discharged, I shall find you, Amanda. For there is more to say. If only the same words over and again.
I love him. I love Fitzwilliam Darcy. I love him. Maybe that's what's meant to happen. I'm like an understudy. The star has failed to turn up, and I have to go on and do the show.
It is the grass. It makes my eyes water.
It's not the grass. It's seeing Jane married to the wrong man.
Well, there's nothing to be done for it. The world is full of miserable, loveless marriages. She will find a way to endure it. Women do.
We are not condemned to endure our lives. We can change them. My life is about to change, Mrs. Bennet. I am in love, and the man I love is in love with me. When I am married to him, I will be able to protect Jane. And I'll be able to help you and Mr. Bennet. I will buy Longbourn for you. Would that not improve things between the two of you just a bit?
Miss Price, this is a quite extraordinary declaration.
These are extraordinary times.
Finlay! Lay down your gun, sir. The breath of your shot was upon my face. How long shall you prolong this pantomime of heartbreak over Jane Collins? Have you no notion how intensely tiresome this maudlin drunkenness has become? Let's just say no more of this. I wanted to apprise you of some news. I regret you are obliged to witness this. Your brother...
La, I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about you. I think you're Miss Price leads you a merry dance. If I were you, I would seek to know Miss Price a little better before presuming to know her better.
Life is pretty damn brilliant, don't you think?
Life at home is not rich in incident.
You won't always be at home.
The place from which you come is different.
Too right.
Hammersmith.
Don't stress about where you've been, Lydia. Think where you're going. Just don't go anywhere near Wickham.
Hello. Hello. My brother has told me to stay in this room.
Good advice.
Why?
I would have thought... because of what happened to you with Wickham.
What you have been told happened to me is not what happened. My nurse conceived a passion for Mr. Wickham. She took me away with her to a place where she could encounter him as though by hazard. For this enterprise, I was the mask. But I had fallen in love with him. Every instant that her back was turned, I offered myself to him. He called me his sweet child, his adorable child, but a child nevertheless, and he refused me. So I went to my brother and I told him that George had ravished me.
Jeepers.
Probity, Elysium, Canaan, and Tinkler.
Tinkler, Mr. Collins?
My youngest brother, madam, his baptismal name is Symbol. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 1. I am become as sounding brass, or a tinkling cymbal.
Oh, of course. How very
ingenious were your parents in the naming of their children.
Tinkler is 24 years of age. He's quite stout. But Miss Lydia, I am sure, would have him cavorting about the house like a fawn. It's an excellent match.
What happened?
Mr. Bingley and I have been chatting. Miss Price, my life is a pretty drear thing. But it is conducted for the greater part in public. It is a rare moment that I am not closely observed by servants. If one wished to know the truth about Fitzwilliam Darcy, one need merely ask.
You're worried that I have a past that you don't know about.
I embraced for truth. Pray tell it me.
Okay. What I should do, what my mother would certainly say I should do if she were here, and thank God she isn't, is keep my mouth shut. But given that I've never been able to do that, and given that Caroline has almost certainly put it about that I am the great whore of Hammersmith, but you'd never listen to gossip, would you? I love you for that, and that's the